See what I'm doing here. This is going to start dropping its temperature quite a lot. The second that drops below 150, it unloads. This is going to allow these to fill up with steam. This is an awful lot of steam. Basically, it'll create a steam battery, and then I'm going to get rid of all of these. So I've just got to get a couple more turbines. I'm not really sure that I'm ever going to really use it, though, if I'm honest. Just because this very much feels like a scenario in which I'm never going to have that kind of power draw. Hey, Elof Heater. There's a lot of stuff down. It's the only thing really pulling power is the inserters for the most part. This is having to work hard for the first time in forever. Absolute champ, though. Disconnect you. Have these connect up there. There we go. Everything reconnected. I was recharging the accumulators, which just charged a little bit. Yep. These will barely be working now. For the most part, there's like nothing that they need to do. And then during peak demand, it'll pull from the reservoir of super hot steam. In this case, I'm making these out of some higher tier materials, but it's only steel, really. I guess this is a... Well, even, yeah, this is just iron. But this is a... You can do this with regular boilers, and it's honestly my preferred method of doing it. I'm going to now yoink all of this up. There is really no particular reason to have it. It is going to mean that these are going to work a little bit harder on the regular, but like the power we were generating from solar was trivial. Actually trivial. Running any mods? No, none. Just the DLCs. Oh, another thing I was thinking about doing is currently this grid has got a personal laser defense in it. I don't think there's any point. I really don't think there's any point to that. I mean, it's a nice one. It's a higher tier one, but considering the stompers are basically immune to lasers, and I couldn't run away from them once they caught me with their attack because the acid splash slowed me down, I'm thinking it would be better for me to have another exoskeleton. And I might sacrifice the laser pack and the night vision to get that. What's your thoughts, chat? Where do you feel on that one? I need to go and top you up with some ammo. Go and grab some. Well, that's the point. I do need to set up an ammo supply as well. This one is extremely basic. Though, honestly, considering, I don't actually think I even need this now. So let's get rid of these. Very much don't believe that we're going to be having any trouble down here. That might be famous last words at this point, but we'll see. Nothing has attacked us yet. There we go. That'll give us a little bit extra ammo to take over. And I may as well grab this too. I am going to move this, by the way. Having it down here serves me no particular purpose, I don't think. Did I turn that? Yes, I did turn it off. There we go. I'll use the car to take me up there. I vote higher quality armor. See, that would have been a lot easier to do had the chat not decided to send me to Gleber as my first planet. That would have been so much easier to do. Because I could have used Fulgora's recycling to grind up the quality of my gear. I mean, it might not have been resource efficient, but it would have worked, given a bit of time. Right. Let's get some bullets in you. Also an extra 100 there. Perhaps I should set up a little something within range. Something over here would do. Wanna leave some of those. Wanna leave some of these. Belts, some inserters, and some gun turrets. Just a little bit of something for them to repair with. I will say I hate driving in Gleber. I really should just get tank and forget about collisions. Alright. Well, that's actually a good point. I mean, I could just make them over and over and over again until I get the right one. Considering I've got infinite resources here. That isn't a bad suggestion, actually. Right, okay. Let's get the chest manufacturing on the go. I'm thinking realistically we want it to be built somewhere around here. Whilst that is going to necessitate bringing down certain things, we'll see. They are pretty much all the same thing though. Every single one is exactly the same, yeah. So, actually, let's move them back by 1. We want a line of circuits, a line of steel. And honestly, at that point, it is time to start putting them into provider chests, I would say. Limit them to 2 each. Red, yellow, green, and blue. Now, currently we're not making roboports, nor are we making robots here. That is something I would like to do. I strongly suspect that I'm going to end up making a fully self-sufficient base on every world, within the bounds of my ability. I'm sure some worlds, you know, there are certain things you're gonna have to transport over, but for the most part, I'm going to try and make the worlds at the very least able to sustain basic operations. You know what, let's do it in reverse. I need landfill. That's okay, I've got plenty. Soon, this will be the job of my bots. There we go. Now, as for these beautiful gubbins, gonna need them to split about here. Want this to split about here. Yeah, that should work. Once again, gonna build through here instead, as it's a little bit easier for me. Yeah, and I want this to come down that way. And that should give me... Oh, sorry. That was a bit of an oversight there. That was meant to be steel chest, not steel. I'm going to grab all that. I'm sure chat already noticed my error. They did not. Wow. I'm shocked. Want it to be about there. And out. There we go. You know what? Actually, I'm going to say one of each. One full stack of every type of chest. There you go. I might... Put a chest here for the same thing, but I'm gonna hook this up. I want the other chests made first, and so I'm gonna enable reading hold, and that is only enabled if everything is equal to 0. So if that's not... Oh no, sorry, if everything is greater than 0. There we go. Anything that should be so that it is false if there's no inputs. There we go. So only if this one is currently holding onto a chest and they can't get rid of it will I stockpile steel chests. All right. We now effectively have the basics, the very beginner of a logistics system. Let's go and hook this up. How are we doing? Ooh, we're actually struggling. We've burned through all of our... We are struggling to maintain heat. Yikes. Okay, maybe I did need the... all of the... solar then. That's a bit of a concern. That being... yeah, no, we have. We've made this part of the system quite efficient. Yeah, basically we have now kicked into using actual factories and a very large stack of smelters, and they are all running. Yeah, okay. And it won't be as simple as I'd hoped. Now, what I can do instead then, since these burn so fantastically well, but they will if I burn them, I will lose the value of the seeds that I would get out of it. So instead, can I make anything better out of them? Have a look. Used to make jelly. Jelly can be used to make this. Can that be used to burn in any way? It's food. Nutrients are also food, so I'm not going to be able to burn the nutrients. Oh, actually, we could be making rocket fuel. I wonder if making the rocket fuel out of the jelly and bioflux and water is better than just burning that occasionally. To do that, I would likely want to branch over... Oh, I can't. Okay. I guess I would have to do this. Yep. And on the way back... It's fine for now. Yeah, let's run this the full... Oh. Yeah, Kleber is under attack. We lost one turret. Yeah, that's a problem. So, if we want to make these, I'm going to need a couple more of those. I don't know how fast it'll make them, though. A second. Right, I'm going to go over and help out that area. Well, I could just throw down some solar panels, and there's no reason not to, I guess. Since that would take off a decent chunk of the strain from the system in the day. Oops. I'll just empty my inventory of these for now. Well, I say it'll take off a decent strain from the system, but then the system is really inefficient with solar now, isn't it? So there's no guarantee about that. What are the accumulators? We'll just keep these up for now. Until I have a more robust system to replace it. Ideally, if we can get the rocket fuel to work, and then excess rocket fuel can simply be turned into, can be burnt for an enormous amount of power, then that would be ideal for me. Let's grab this. We would want it about here. Right, I want to see what this recipe is like. There we are. So, how much do you produce? 0.3 rocket fuel for 6 jelly and 6 water. That's not great. So realistically, I'd want 4 of them to be producing 1 a second. Which is not fantastic, but also not impossible. I can definitely do that. We're producing plenty of jelly. It's just it's going to cause me some trouble further down the line. Guess we're getting 2. 1 spare. Yeah, I don't have Mark II yet. I don't have yellow signs. Again, chat sent me to Gleba as the first planet. We got purple signs up and running on Novice before we left, but that was it. I think it would be more, well, I think there's definitely room to make this more efficient. And absolutely room to make this more efficient. But how much does that need? Needs 10 pipes. But I don't think it's going to be needed, honestly. I think we'll be fine without. Right, I would want inserters up here. Inserters here and here. Also long-handled inserters. Then I would want ones to empty out. Ooh. Does pose a problem. Where am I going to put it? That does pose an issue. I can scooch it in ever so slightly by doing this. And then I would have these would effectively have to, oops, wrong way around, bridge over the nutrient supply. But I can do that. And they can join up a little bit further down. Either that or I send them up. Actually, sending them up makes more sense to me. Okay, that will do well enough. So with that in place, we run this all the way down. I really run out of... Ooh, that's a bit painful. We could grab some more of those, because that has just jammed the system. Should have made sure I had more before I started laying track. Okay. That will do nicely. So with that, done. And now we just move this along as well. Exactly the same way. And I'll do the rest of it in blue. Right, finally then, we need power. Honestly, it would be wonderful if I could just have that to do it all. So let's make that happen. And this should, any luck, once we've hooked up the water, provide us with everything we need. And we've got that. Was this bringing any water? No, that was not bringing any water. Well, honestly, I see no reason not to bring us a fresh water supply then. It's not like I've got any shortage of it. So... yeah. That is wrong. Gonna need another one. And a couple of pipes. Now, the problem with already having hooked this system up, unfortunately, is that it's draining resources and just producing rot, because we can't do anything with those resources. There we go. We now have, hopefully... yep. Rocket fuel. Now, assuming that we had full belts to deliver this on, this would now be a 1 rocket fuel a minute, a second. We obviously don't have that, sadly, but we can dream. Let's make sure that they are actually saturating the belt though at this point. So, okay. And that should be good. Now, we are draining way too much of the jelly at this point. We need far more. which is going to provoke far more fights. But let's just run this up a bit. In fact, let's do this via the map. I actually really prefer map building. I have come to the realization. Actually, we probably want to take this up a little bit earlier, but that's fine. This stuff is almost all going to go to burning for now. Doing nothing with it but burning it. Where are we? Actually, would that have been able to reach? Yep, it would have. Crap. Is it dead? It is. Oh god, there's two of them? There's no way I could fight that. They will break what they want to break, and I will repair what I can afterwards. There's nothing I can do there. The boss are distracting them, though. Oh, God. That is just taking way too much time. I am going to have to go and deal with it, I think. I can just load whatever I can find. Well, actually no, let's have two of them. Same conditions on these ones though. Right. Let's go down and try and help. I will die, but do what we can. Oh, did they finish it off? Oh, they did. Well done, layered defense. That likely exhausted all of my repairs down here. But yeah, we need basically clusters of defenses covering each other to make this work. That was awful. Do I even have guns to use? Yeah, I do. Getting the rocket ship so that we can start sending signs back to Nauvis is going to be absolutely integral, because we need to be able to get these systems back online. Landmines would be an option, but they require explosives, and I don't yet have the means to do that. I need to research some more stuff before I can make explosives, sadly. And that requires the signs from this planet. So I need to get the signs from this planet off. I could send signs from Nauvis over if I was desperate and felt that I was trapped here, but I just don't. I just don't feel that is the place where I'm at yet. I think we're actually doing okay. It's going to get worse before it gets better, basically. Yeah, we're about to start pulling them in. So the simplest thing would be to go and deal with the bases myself. What? Oh, never mind. I was going to say that rocket fuel rots. It does not. Is that this wasn't filtered to only take out rocket fuel. Actually. but use the blacklist. No. No, 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 no. Gotcha. Haha, no. God damn it. No, I'm picking up plastic. Why? On that note, did the plastic ever get to where it needed to be? I need to find out. I may as well make this a provider chest, really. And to go and collect some inserters. Rocket fuel is basically just potato juice, yes. That is exactly what it is, according to Gleeber. Oh, good lord, why? Why are they not... Oh, shoot. Okay. Nope. Nope. Please burn all of that. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, about that one. This one can only be used if it is below 550. There we go. That could have gone horribly wrong. Like, no joke, that could have gone so bad, so quick. Did I pick any up? Have I got any eggy wags in my inventory? No. Okay, we're good. But yeah, suffice it to say, the rocket fuel lasts a long-ass time. And can pull the temperature up nice and high. What I'm going to do here is... easy, actually. Right, so... read fuel. So yeah, I wish that was on other things. I would like this to work so that this will only insert if there's none of this. But also based on this. So I'm going to need to make a decider that'll work out whether or not to insert rocket fuel. And that should be if T is below 550. And rocket fuel. That'll be over here. Yep. Is equal to 0. And there is no carbon in there. And output 1 rocket fuel. This is now going to activate based on that. So I want this wire to go up there. Read fuel. That's not working, so that's fine. It's not outputting. I want this enable. It's going to load some in there right now, but that's fine. Rocket fuel is greater than 0. So that should be disabled. Yep. There will be a bit of rocket fuel in here. They managed to load quite a lot of rocket fuel in there. So this is only going to load 1 rocket fuel at a time. But that rocket fuel is going to supercharge this thing. And I'm okay with that. This will potentially build up an enormous amount of rocket fuel as a backup. Come to Gleba, where we burn rocket fuel to keep ourselves warm. Allsmash, Gleba is why I'm uninstalling and re-downloading without the DLC. You can just disable it, I'm fairly certain. I think you can, so you don't need to go through the effort of re-downloading and all of that. Yeah, throws more rocket fuel into the drum barrel fire. Exactly. Exactly. Let's maybe not stockpile too much of this stuff, though. My God. Alright. So. We've got inserters. We've got belts. We've got chests. What is the next step in our glorious progress? That would be batteries. Batteries require... I thought batteries were down here. Am I just looking... Oh, there we are. Sulfuric acid. To get sulfuric acid, we need sulfur. To get sulfur, we require spoilage. So this is one of the first times where we actually want spoilage. Spoilage and nutrients, of course. But we do want spoilage this time. That will give me a little bit of sulfur. I think at that point I'm producing every type of thing you can get. I'm thinking that to get this one, though, we're going to set this up... Where would be the best place to set this up? I can simply bring spoilage over. And to be honest, we've got a lot of it accumulating down here. But yeah, I could bring spoilage down. And the beautiful thing about spoilage is it can't spoil anymore. So it's one of the very few things that Gleba produces that doesn't get worse if you leave it too long. The other thing is, obviously we've got all spoilage coming down here. And we always have spoilage over here. So if I were to just expand out the bioflux line, I could take the spoilage off here before it gets used. It is getting quite squirrely around here, to be fair. I'm not liking that too much. Alternatively, honestly, I could just squirrel some bioflux down here. But I'm sort of feeling that we need more bioflux on the line, if I'm honest. Is everything okay with the farm, by the way? Yeah, it looks like it. You know what? Wait. There is something I want to do first. Before I get too obsessed with that. There's something I've been needing to do for a little bit. And that is simply get ammo production up and running. Iron plate. iron plate and steel. Copper plate and steel. I could do that up here easily enough. So let's throw down a couple of these. Yeah, actually this would be perfect. So that'll make ammo. Oh, I can have the ammo one just above it, actually. Regular ammo there. Oh, actually, I'm not even sure if I can use productivity for this. No, I'm fairly certain you can't. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what. Light a chest time. Punk. And I want piercing ammo. I'm going to go with speed modules here. Make it as fast as you can. Four stacks should be enough. Now that that's being made, and the other thing I could do is just go down there and throw down some more turrets. Make a small area just kind of tucked in. Because the walls do nothing here. There's almost no reason to add them. However, I did notice that when they die, they split into smaller pentapods, and the little ones got stuck. That's something I want to encourage. So let's decide how we want our turrets. Something like that. Probably going to use request a chest from now on. And have a on-demand system of ammo. So that the chests don't... Because now I can make the chest. That way I don't need to store much ammo in these. I'll set up a... ammo stack. And it can just be a single stack of ammo. Then I'm going to want inserter. Actually, no. Let's do it this way. And then for these ones, I'm going to want walls. We'll need power. And probably some lights, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, this will not protect enough. So I'm going to need an outer wall beyond that. But this might be enough to contain. Go like SCP style. Something wanted. I think I like the idea of having these little areas like locks just dotted around. Just to contain any of the wrigglers that get in there. The other advantage to this, I think, will be that it will... I should have probably copied this as a single item. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Copied this as a single item, just so I could stamp it down. Let's pop that down there. The construction plan that. We'll add that in. And then we'll copy this. I keep using the blueprint when I don't need to. I keep doing it. Copy. Shift. Why is that not working the way I thought it used to? Oh no, it wasn't shift. That was my bad. I'll just try to have these, for the time being, dotted around. Add a little bit extra protection, but it's not really expected that it's going to be able to deal with the Stompy. Just more that it'll slow one down long enough for the other guns to catch his attention. It's a very haphazard design, I know. Roboport should cover everything. Yep. Alright. If you could only dig moats, I imagine something as big as Stompy would be able to get over them anyway. Sadly. Now. Ooh. Let's make... Going to need some gears for that, but I can absolutely make that happen. Let's start production of gun turrets. Limited to 2 stacks. That's super simple. Make them as quickly as you can. Right. Let's use productivity on these. Productivity on these. On all those. Those are already productivity'd. Alright, I'll do. Power wasn't connected to grid down there. Where? Are you perhaps mistaking the flashing no Wi-Fi signal thing? The guns. Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Got it. Time to go around replacing a bunch of these chests so that I can actually get requests fulfilled when I'm out and about. These ones should be requester chests though. Gosh darn it. Have we got any made? Hopefully we do. Yep. Do. So, requester. Should request any... Pretty much. And we want those done. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking if I can set up nutrient production on Nauvis, then moving over to biolabs for the production of pretty much anything that we do over there, because it can largely do everything that all the regular recipes. Doesn't need to be specific recipes from Gleba. And that is going to be absolutely amazing for us. Why are you storing so much? You absolutely don't... Absolutely don't need to be storing that much, my lord. Okay. That's most of the important stuff over there sorted. That's hooked up. This needs to be a requester chest. Sorry, a provider chest. Obviously don't need lubricant to be a provider chest. And I think... Okay, temperature being maintained. Oh, largely being maintained by this. Why is it inserting so many? Oh. Wait, no, that shouldn't cause any overlap. Weird. Oh, because it grabs the entire stack. I should have used a regular insertable one and overrode the stack to a single unit. That would keep it from getting too wild in there. Yeah, once that's gone, there we go. We're starting to load the eggs in. That was my bad. It was loading a full 10 stack in there at a time. That's okay though. I should probably stick a gun down here just in case, now that I'm seeing problems with that cropping up though. Just in case. I'll drop one stack in there just so it can maintain itself. I need to go and grab the landfill and also walls. Welcome back, Bubbles. I hope D&D went well. Moving that up here is going to be crucial. If that gets broken, I am in deep trouble. So let us hope it does not. That requires the electric engines and the processing units, which I'm going to need to be making in a reasonable amount. I don't need to do too much here, actually. Can instead drop pretty much all of this in there. Along with spare roboport, so it's out of harm's way. And drop both logistics and construction bots in there. Oh, I need to drop off the half of these. More of those. Anything else? I'll drop off all the guns. That should take care of it to some degree. I'm going to need to bring down more ammo, though. That much is very clear. I would love to make this a much more uniform design, and we will. But that's not on my list right now. That is way not on the list right now. They're all requesting the correct materials now. Oh, I can drop off some landfill. That's another point. But we are going to be hemorrhaging resources down here. But as long as Gleber's the one making the resources, then they're, again, functionally infinite. Alright, let's drop off half of those. And that should be enough. The farm should be able to build everything else for itself. So I will babysit it for a moment longer. No, I think it's good. What it isn't good with is the lack of ammo, though. That definitely needs to be provided. I'm thinking having a little train that just jumps back and forth would be more than enough. Load up with some ammo. Load up with a bit of... oh, I mean, we could have bullet train again. No, not bullet train, bullet train. Bullet train is way too much. No one's ready for bullet train, bullet train. I'm gonna need some more of these. Let's grab some. Okay, now that that's done, I will actually go and just drop off a few, because I can manually load some of this. Also. that ends up anyway. Go ahead and request it. Power's being maintained reasonably well. We have almost completely filled up our very extensive backup tanks of steam. I can just add more boilers, but there's just no reason to. Alright, I'm gonna drop in some of this, some of that. Some of this and some of that. To make a bunch of lights. Oh, we've got some issues over here as well. There we go. Right, the base is going to get stomped. It's just the way it is. There's nothing's going to stop that, I don't think. But for now, that should hold it up. Hey, Dufferfish, how you doing? Twitch not letting you watch? How come? Ooh, that is starting to spread now, isn't it? I am thinking if we could get a tank, I could remove this problem for a while. I can already make one. Ah, wait, no. Because tank ammo always requires explosives. Never mind. No, I can't. Vexing. Alright, well, the next thing we need to work on then is to simply expand out to get the sulfur we need, and then the sulfuric acid. Let's grab some of you. Or rather, some more of you. Okay, our iron supply is being badly hampered, but is that because of a lack of bioflux? Yes, it does seem to be. We're draining bioflux quite aggressively. Wow. Jelliness are the thing that's really hurting us right now, though. Yeah, the big chomper got all the way through. I'm thinking that as a consequence of the big chompers, we now push this wall all the way out. Their attacks can easily spill over the very meager defenses we have here. That tiny little wall is not enough to be able to dissuade them from doing damage. So getting out that further perimeter will just protect the turrets from any splash damage, basically. Because if they get this close, they're hitting everything. Whereas out here, they're just going to be hitting the wall. Okay, we'll leave that to do its job. All right, let's go back to Gleba. Okay, so I've got one. Plonk you down. Let's have a look. To make sulfur, you require 5 rot, 1 bioflux, and that'll make 3 sulfur a second, actually. That's quite a decent amount. And then, to make sulfuric acid, I'm going to need a chemical plant for that one. That's okay, we can make that. And iron plate. That is a little bit more of a pain. I could belt the sulfur up, though. That wouldn't be as much of a pain. I'm thinking what I could do is have the bioflux either partition down here, or I could take it on a little journey, or I could take the nutrients up. Honestly, the nutrients up might actually be an easier job. We already have a precedent for it. In fact, we already have a precedent of taking the bioflux and the nutrients up, so we're already doing that over here. Realistically, do I need... Okay. Do you think... Are we thinking that I need more bioflux on the belts? I'm using it now in so many different processes that I am actually kind of feeling that maybe having an extra 3 bioflux production down here, sending it up, would be a wise move. Because I can still pull the jelly off the belt there. We can definitely belt the bioflux around, yeah. Bioflux has an intent. It has the best spoilage time of anything else in the factory. It's got 2 hours. What we lack is enough of it. In no uncertain terms. The jelly is just not reaching down there, by the way. Like, not even slightly. How about we upgrade this belt? Jelly and mash belt. This bit done as well. Hey, Swift Squirrel, how you doing? Wonderful to see you. How did your stream go? What were you streaming? Let's get a shout out for you in chat. There you go. But tell us what you were up to. We are presently continuing to master Gleba. I say master, that's rather bold claim, a hopeful claim in fact, but I think we're doing alright. Sort of. Right, starting to see more jelly making it down on this side now. But always want more. Checking out the Enshrouded update. It's lovely and much bigger than expected. Oh, I might have to check out Enshrouded again then. Give me the cliff notes if you actually have the time to. I would very much like to know how things have changed. Yeah, we need a lot of jelly over here to make one of these. That is going to continue to be an issue. Yeah, 30 jelly there, 60 jelly down here. I'm not even sure that we have enough to make much bioflux unless I pull it off this side of the bed. I might have to, actually. Yeah, okay. If I set these up here and use long-handed inserters, I would be able to pull it down. There we go. And then long-handed inserters again on this side. Obviously going to need a little bit of power down here, though. I am out of these power poles. We relied so heavily on the stuff that Pridwen brought. My goodness. Right, with that done, oh, actually, that's not a great place to put it, actually. Let's pop these a little bit lower down and lift them up there. There we go. I am going to want some... Oh, actually, I can just have them output everything. This is not ideal. There we go, that's a bit better. And... no, let's go for just a substation. I'll pop it there, then it fixes everything for me. And I can use this without breaking my rule not to insert onto a tunnel. Now the issue here is getting it back up. How far can I reach? Oh, you beauty. Honestly, blue belts are amazing just for the extra reach, really. But now there's far less jelly getting down there, which is a problem. Got way more bioflux, which is great, and more is going to go up to the smelting stack, which is also great. But realistically, I'm starting to feel like we just need to make a much more efficient design of this factory to be able to work these items into more of a bus design, moving sideways. But that sounds like work. Also, a complete overhaul of the graphics sections. Awesome. Right, let's have a look at how this is going to move around. Hi, Fleanne. I spent most of the time just dealing with the base upgrades. So many new decor and crafting items, that's just cool. And setting up homes for creatures. Barely scraped the new biome, but already loving the look and feel of it. Plus ice with associated difficulties starting and stopping movements. Yeah, to be honest, I do need a much more segregated nutrient loop. It's kind of... This is now such a massive loop around the factory that the nutrients really don't last long enough. Right, what are we looking at? Oh, right, I need more modules. Let's go and see if Pridwen has managed to deliver any. What's the temperature over there? 570. It's acceptable. The steam tanks are almost full, though. At that point, it's probably going to slow down quite a lot.